other distinguished members of this House?
Mike's not on.
I don't need the mic. Table 4 have looked at this question in great detail. We have tried to consider the argument both in qualitative and in quantitative quantitative aspects. To assess the quantitative, a full sample of Table 4 salaries pre and post Sloan. Sadly, very sadly, resulted in a net reduction of earning capacity after a business degree. To be very clear, this did not take account of the opportunity cost of losing a year, which would have to be added to that amount. So again, we would argue a business degree is not worth the paper it's printed on. So we tried to be generous. We tried to look at more art-based or quantitative frameworks as to why a business degree may be valuable. We have failed to see any rationale on quantitative methods.
Not representative!
You'll have your turn. So, as we learned today in the Sloan Summit 2016, we are in the information age. What does that mean for a business degree? It means basically that everything you get in paper or on your USB stick is free. It's on the internet. You can get it right now. And in fact, Sloan Summit 2016 was live streamed to the internet for free. It's on YouTube. Wow. Where is the value of my business degree? You may say that it is not only the content of those numerous Harvard Business School case studies or LBS case studies that are delivered and you studiously read, prepare to argue the next day as you go through hours of preparation every night. And it is in fact the delivery and the insight and the value of the academic staff in your business school that makes your business degree worth more than the paper it's worked on. But again today, we have had some fantastic
wrap it up.
fantastic delivery of insight from the academic staff at LBS today, which we've all enjoyed. But again, it's been live streamed. It's free. It's on the internet. More so, probably the speaker who got more applause than anyone else was Rupert Mearson, and it's fairly well recognised, and we love Rupert. I think he's a wonderful man. But you know, if the pints are flowing in the Windsor, he's on performance. So again, what is your business degree really worth? And then you look at the commoditisation of business schools, and therefore the commoditisation of business degrees. And you know, you look at it every year, and it's as if there's an adolescent with pimples because everyone's erupting everywhere, and there's another one in every country, across the globe, in every continent. Final point is that not only is that commoditised happening in terms of the number of business schools, but in fact, our dear LBS is following the Porsche 911 derivative roadmap by having not only a Sloan, an MBA in numerous different variations, but a MIF, a MIM. The worth of the paper. What is a business degree worth now? It's become blurred. Thank you.
Okay, representing Table 8 and arguing the case in favour of a business degree.
Thank you.
First of all, in this table, actually, we found an opposite result. We found there was actually a salary positive effect. Leaving that aside, we believe there are additional benefits of a business degree. It allows those from diverse different backgrounds, be it from engineering and science, which is very prevalent on the MIT side, or those from artistic backgrounds, legal backgrounds, etc., to gain a business foundation, to understand the key concepts of business, to understand the key constructs, and take those forwards in a manner in which they can use in their future career for new opportunities. Yes, one could argue that there is a reactive element from business education. Is it stuck in previous models like Porter's, etc.? However, those frameworks are used time and time again. If you're in a meeting with a private equity company, be it KKR or someone of that order of magnitude, they're going to look at Porter's 5 forces and barriers to entry. It also allows, at a personal level, a chance to meet people from different backgrounds. Look at a person to your left, look at a person to your right, look at a person opposite you. This is the value of a business degree, that you are able to meet and network and gain relationships that you can leverage in the future. If you're just doing something from an online perspective and a distance, you're not gaining that value. You could sit in Thailand on a beach and read a business book and say, I won't do a business education. And that's great, you'll get a great weather, yes, better sunshine. But you will not gain a network as you do going to a formal business education. And that you cannot put a price on. One final point. The piece of paper, how much does it cost? A pence? A cent? We'd argue it's worth more than that. Thank you. People and relationships.
Okay, I'll make it happen.
All right, you got 2 minutes.
It depends.
Guys, moving on. Can you hear me? Yeah. Moving on. Is it worth the paper that it's written on? Well, we say, what is that paper worth? And we think it actually depends on the experience you get and what you can take from that experience. You can get a degree anywhere. You can get an MBA on a MOOC, you can get it online, you can get it offline. Actually, what you can bring to the next phase of your life, the next business, the next relationship, if you can bring something from that, then it's worth more than the paper it's written on. One of them, we had some very, very good speakers today, and Rupert particularly always tickles my tickling nose. And he said, because he does make me laugh. And one of our group on the table said, it's not about learning, it's about learning Bach. Come on, guys.
No, that's not that.
So, in conclusion, a piece of paper is meaningless, has no value apart from the 1 pence it takes to produce it. And it's about the people and the relationships and what each of us feel is the value we get from that degree.
Hi, so we're table 9.
Here.
And, this is for the Sloan Fellows Education Program, and there are a number of arguments. So unlike the first table, that was awesome. We
listened to the first table, and you have to put it right to your mouth. Right up there. Yeah. We listened to the first table, and there was some discussion about the importance of information technology, IT. And I had a feeling that these guys were so introverted, they were looking in, they were so secretive, they didn't want to let it go. And I was thinking, well, you need to go, shh, IT. Thank you. Actually, being a little bit more serious, I think we have to look to Alex, who spoke earlier today. Edmonds, thank you. Take the long view. You have to look at the balance of profit versus purpose. And for me, I have used Sloan time and time again. Actually, not only from my third or fourth employment, from my first employment. I was given an unbelievable challenge. We are privatizing the naval shipyards. Margaret Thatcher is the captain of the ship, and you will do it in 2 years. I said to my boss, the only way we can do this is we have to have an IT system. It typically took, in the MOD, 18 months to do a design study for an IT system, and then 3, 4, or 5 years for implementation. I went to London, I met with the head of the IT guys because he said, you're doing it. I knew nothing about IT, and within 3 or 4 hours, I was taken to Pricewaterhouse We worked with them and we delivered the system in 2 years in 3 sites. And it was totally focused on these IT guys aren't delivering the system for you. You have to help them deliver it. If they don't have your input, it's impossible to do it. So I think that on the Sloan program, it gives value not in year 1, not in year 2, but for the rest of your life. And that's the point we would make. So to say that it's not...
I'm going to interrupt as the oldest member here.
By 1
You know me from the last 2 years because I got a book and I didn't understand why Charles Handy's book came. But if you're the alumni within the alumni, you will stick with the Sloan Summits. However, just to follow up about the need for paper, yes, we can all deny the need for a certificate. And I would like to echo what Charles Handy told us, that he would leave the Sloan program the minute London Business School made it an MSc or an MBA, because he believed it's what it does to you inside that makes the difference. Where's that relevant to David, myself, or Chris, in that we're the oldies here? Is amongst a number. I'll get my Zimmer frame for next year. Is that I started a project 1 year ago. My wife said to me, "Are you really serious about this? Going to Afghanistan to do a project of reform for the US government?" "Why the US government?" I said, "Because it's an interesting project." I was tested to the ultimate of my core in doing the organizational assessment, leading 8 international experts to do the assessment of the Ministry of Public Works there. We had exceptionally well educated people. They couldn't operate the ministry, but that doesn't stop you doing a change program. And the issue for me is that on my business card, yes, I put Sloan Fellows. Why? It's like the certificate. It's important to tease out from people, what the hell's the Sloan program? It's not more than a different way of thinking, inner belief, confidence, courage to face what we heard today, and we heard from David, dealing with roller coasters in technology, supreme courage. I think every one of you sitting here has the courage to take on almost any opportunity if you put your mind to it, because you were given the skills to distill what it is your passion. And if you don't believe in passion, do look at the TED Talk by Sir Ken Robinson in 2006, 18 minutes of power about what's wrong with education and how children learn, and they asked him to do another one in 2010, and he's way over 20 million hits. He's still the top player, and he lives in San Francisco.
Courage is priceless.
He's not finished yet. John, he's not finished yet.
I'm not sure we can allow this as a TED Talk. 18 minutes for like 30 seconds.
And never forget, you have an infinite resource with former Sloans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. How do you value
Oh, we just got that, right?
Sloans and also the ability that you can do.
Good evening. I hope I'll be articulate enough. It's been a long evening. And I'm a Sloan 2011. I may be the oldest one here. I'm not sure.
Doesn't look like.
Okay. I actually think the whole question of is the Sloan degree worth the paper it's printed on is moot. We're in a digital age. It doesn't matter. And the other thing is, I don't know, I haven't heard a lot of this spoken about tonight, but I think the experience of going through Sloan when we do is priceless. And I think we meet people we would never meet originally in what we do in our work lives and our lives, personal lives. So I think it's invaluable. And I think probably everybody here would agree. You're here tonight, and we're here today, I think you probably